Okay, hello, good afternoon, and welcome to my YouTube video upload, which is here, no, the user profile feature. So as you can see, this is the result, or this is the output, or for the short term, it will be the user profile, user page. So yeah, it's the user page because it is the user profile feature. So as you can see, for example, I am the user, so I can see this page. No, first I am seeing this page as the user profile fetcher page. So yep, this is the output, or this is my output of the activity that I am done with. So here, if I use the click this fetch user data, as you can see, no, as you can see, if this arrow will go to the fetch user data, as you can see, the button right here will automatically move because I use the hover of the CSS style. So we'll discuss that later. So here, if the user clicks this red button right here, which just says the fetch user data, if me or the user will clicks on it, then it will automatically redirect to the. So as you can see, the first one is the loading, no, loading. So yeah, it will loading, and it will show after the user profile information. So for example, no, I use this photo right here for the user profile information, and then we have the name, the email, and the phone, the address, and of course the company where the user is at work, or her company, her company. So yeah. So again, if I clicks on it, it will you see the loading, and it will automatically view the user information. So as you can see, so in here in the code, so this is the user HTML, no? So sorry, nabali siya. So dapat si user HTML lang gauna, and then we the app the JavaScript. So okay lang. So we'll have to explain this. So as you can see here in the user HTML, I've combined the CSS code and the HTML. As you can see, we have the user profile feature here, which is the title, and then we have the style, of course, the CSS code. So we have the body. The font family has the what's this? Sigo UI, Tahoma, Geneva, Verdana, and sans serif. This is the font family, no, for the text. And we have the margin, the padding, the height and display, we have flex, justify content, we have the center, align items, center, and then we have the background URL. So this is the GIF, no? I use the GIF. So as you can see here, this is the GIF that I am using. And then we have the background size, which is the cover, and then the position is relative. And then here we have the body and the before. So we have the content, the position, we have the absolute, the top, left, right, bottom, background color, RGBA, and the Z index. And we also have the app container. We have the positive position. We have the relative Z index 1 with 100%, max width 600 pixels, text align, we have the center, background color, padding, which is 30 pixels, and the border radius has 15 pixels. And we have the back shadow, which is 8 pixels to 16 pixels. We have the RGBA and the backdrop filter, which is blur. And we have the H1, and then the fetch button. As you can see, the fetch button has red buttons. So here, we have that. Okay, if we reload that, then it will, automatically show. And then we have the fetch button hover. So as you can see, this is why the button right here move because of the transition and the animation, which is the hover. And we have the loading, of course. You can see loading image, and then we have the user information. We have the user info show, and then we have the H2, the T, and the error. So here now, as you can see here, which is loading because of the GIF and the uploading. So here we have the body, div ID has the app container, and then the user profile fetcher, and then the button ID, fetch button, and the fetch user data. We have the div ID in the loading, and then we have the image, which is the GIF using, and then we have the div ID again, the user data, class, user info, div ID, error, class error, div ID, and we use script for the app.js. And here in our app.javascript, as you can see, we have the document get element by ID, fetch button, add event listener, click, fetch user data, async function, fetch user data, and the cons user data div. We have the document get element by ID, user data, cons error div, document get element by ID, error, and then cons loading div. We have the loading. Here we have the user data div, that inner HTML, and user data div, class list, remove, and we have show. Error div that inner HTML, and then the loading div that style that display block. And then we have the try, await new promise, resolve, set time, resolve 1000. We have the cons user data here. So in here, so as you can see in here, we have the user data, no? The user data information. We have the name, the email, the phone, the address, street, city, zip code, and the company, of course. And of course, for the photo, no? Here, for the photo, so I use the photo, the JavaScript photo here. And then we have the cons, name, email, address, street, city, zip code, phone company, name, and company name, and then photo, and then we have the user data. And then we have the user data div, that inner HTML. So we have the image src photo, alt, which is the name here, in the photo, and style with 100 pixels, border radius, 50% margin bottom. We have the 20 pixels, and then we have the H2 name. And then here, which is the email, strong phone, P strong, address, strong street, city, and zip code. And then we have the strong company and the company name. And then we have the user data div, class list, add show, and then catch, error div, then inner HTML, we have the error plus error message. Finally, the loading div.style, display, and then none. So this is the overall code for my output, no? Here, as you can see. So if I reload this, and then it will automatically go back to the the old the style of the user profile fetcher page. So we have this again. If I click this, then it will reload and it will view and show the user profile information, which is here. So yep, and thank you.